Hey, human of universe, people of universe. Good morning to all of you. My son Ridit's indomitable spirit in creating useful stuff for his own learning. Okay, as I have mentioned so many times, Ridit actually is involved, or rather, getting himself ready to delve into the source code of MantaFlow or the fluid simulation software that is being used in Blender. And for that, because MantaFlow is written almost 78% code of MantaFlow is written in C++. So naturally, Ridit, my son, Ridit, 11 years old, who is being made to become one of the formidable intellectual Kshatriya for Bharat. So Ridit naturally has to get himself absolutely conversant with the C++ detailed analysis. Okay, so that's what Ridit is doing right now. Ridit is already conversant with three computer languages, namely Java, Python, and C++. Initially, he started with Java because when Ridit was 8 years old or 7.5 years old, Ridit started learning Java, and we have we specifically wanted, or rather, I am the guru of Ridit, me Somnath Mukhopadhyay, the guru of Ridit, of our the computer science teacher. So I always mention that it's more important to know the big picture rather than the nitty-gritty of the internal of a code structure. Okay, so that's why Ridit, before learning data structure, Ridit learned design pattern and UML to understand the bigger picture, the better to have a better understanding of the software architecture. Okay, so as Ridit is getting himself ready for to delve into the source code of MantaFlow, so Ridit is getting acquainted with the C++ nitty-gritty. So again, he just few days back he was doing the fluid simulation part using MantaFlow. Now Ridit again is back to the software development side. That is, he has started again delving into the same design pattern using C++. So today Ridit was practicing the bridge pattern. The thing is that Ridit has already done all these things at least many months back, and Ridit is just doing, because as the adage says that the practice makes a man perfect. So Ridit is practicing all this stuff on his own right now, and he took hardly 2 hours or 3 hours time from the morning, 7 o'clock. Right now it's just 9:30, so it's done. Okay, so Ridit is doing absolutely fine, fantastic. So this is Ridit's workspace. After many months, actually, I'm sitting in front of Ridit's computer and recording my voice. So it's because it's my bragging right. Okay, it's my bragging right as a guru of Ridit, as a computer science teacher of Ridit. So it's just a 10, 11 years old boy from Bharat. Without much resources, is capable of developing such high-end software. Okay, this is you see in your own eyes. Okay, it's possible. Okay, that's why basically the statement that possibilities are infinite. It's true. The possibilities are infinite. Just only one thing that we have to maintain, that one must get a very good guru to guide him, but the rest of the things depends upon that person, the disciple's own energy level, own vision. Okay, but the guru's vision has to be very, very clear, and it has to have some futuristic view. The guru should be able to get the bigger picture. Ultimately Ridit, because this is part of the Ridit's initial harbinger as a software engineer into delving into natural process simulation, because we have chosen fluid simulation to start with, natural process simulation. That's why Ridit is doing all the things C++, high-end C++. So this is Ridit today has done this bridge design pattern. Bridge design pattern is one of the famous design patterns in Gang of Four books. Basically, so Ridit has his own blog as well, in which he has discussed the bridge design pattern. Let me show it to Ridit's blog. So the basic idea is that you basically suppose there is a hierarchy of say four-wheeler. Okay, so four-wheeler, and then there are few attributes of the four-wheeler, maybe the gear and the color. Okay, both are unity. Okay, so the four-wheeler may be a truck, 4-wheeler, maybe a private car, okay, and the gear may be small gear and big gear, and similarly the color red, the color may be red and white. Now instead of coupling all these things together, what we do in the bridge pattern, we decouple it. So for example, there will be a different hierarchy for color and there will be different hierarchy for gear, okay, and then we'll simply pick and choose, and depending upon whatever we pick, we will do dependency injection with those attributes, and we will get a new model. Okay, that's how the whole pattern works. So there is a decoupling between, instead of a continuous monolithic structure, we decouple the attributes and from the main class hierarchy. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind this bridge design pattern. And not only it decouples the stuff, there are many other virtues in doing such things, but one virtue is, of course, there will be very reduced number of classes. There will be very fewer classes if we do decouple this way the attributes from the main class hierarchy. Okay, this is the basic idea. You will be able to maintainability will be very good because you are maintaining all different hierarchy. Okay, so even if you change the attribute side, the time side won't have to be recompiled because it's a decoupled. Okay, that's the basic idea. So now let me show with its own blog on it. So let me show it to you. I think this is right. This is this blog, and this is Ridit's blog. Ridit's Tech World. This is my son, 11 years old, boy from Bharat, Ridit Mukhopadhyay, and who is being prepared to become a formidable intellectual Kshatriya for the future. But this is Ridit's blog, Ridit's technical blog. Ridit has his own YouTube channel as well. So let me show. I think bridge pattern, right, beta? Ridit has already done all these things many months back. So this is the bridge design pattern, Ridit's own write-up, and this is his code. Everything is there. So for the people of university, so the idea is that even a 10, 11, 9 years old boy can do lot of things, provided he gets a guru, and of course that guru disciple, what is that called, chemistry has to be very good, very good. Ridit is not only learning advanced computer science, Ridit is also learning Sanskrit language, because ultimately, as I say again and again, if one side of the coin is quantum computing, the other side of the coin is Vedic algorithm. So our plan is that Ridit will learn all these Vedic algorithm from the original Sanskrit text, not through anybody's translation of those algorithms. Okay, Jai Hind beta, Jai Hind Ridit, congratulations, Jai Hind Ridit.